Hi everyone. So I am outside in the fresh air and it's, light outside, so I feel a little better. At 9 o'clock, there's a virtual day of action. I think it's just for us in Massachusetts. But I posted information in the last post if you want to do a Twitter storm. Sorry, lots of noise. And why get upset by that, right? I mean, I just felt like a spike of annoyance. But there's no reason to be annoyed. But what did I do with my gloves? I think I must have left them at the... Oh no, they're in my pocket. Fine. See, I'm just having a day. But that's okay. Having a day is fine. Just have to be... See, we don't work on the fact that we're having a day. We work on the fact that we want to do something about it, right? Okay, so the feeling of annoyance is right here, right? And just it does this. And it's I can feel the tension between my shoulders. And kind of a slightly nauseous feeling here. Slightly. That might be because I didn't eat very well last night, which I'm mad about. I'm just allowing myself to be sabotaged. I'm just sabotaging myself. I have been sabotaging myself. I am not sabotaging myself. I have been, and I am choosing not to anymore. I'm headed to the cafe that I like to go to sit down and relax, and do some work there. We moved my stuff into one of the rooms downstairs because the 2 rooms downstairs now are unoccupied. So we've made one into sort of a living room, and the other is my office, but I had some difficulties because I'm not really able to lift things right now. And just things are kind of all around the place at home, and just things are a mess, literally and figuratively. That's not true. Literally they are a mess. Figuratively I'm figuring it out. I had a really great conversation with an old friend last night. BMO. Sorry. I don't know that he'll see this, but we had a really good conversation. He's a friend of mine from we were really, really close when I was in our college years. We're out of high school. And, we kind of lost touch over the years. And it's nice to be back in touch with him. He's a funny guy. He's a really funny guy. And we had a long conversation about just kind of catching up. A lot about spirituality and, just those general matters. And just a lot of laughs. He's a funny guy. And it was nice to catch up. So that gives me a little bit of happiness in my heart. And when I'm feeling happiness, I can feel... It's funny because I can feel this tension right here, right? I can feel that kind of loosening, which is it's interesting. I should become more aware of how it feels when I'm feeling happier and more joyful. Because I'm noticing right now that things are releasing, right? I mean, I've reported back on a few times on things that are releasing, but it's been more about oh my goodness, it's not tense anymore, or as tense. Sorry, I'm just my back's a little, anyway. Yeah, so I'm disappointed in myself. See, And when you say, I am disappointed in myself, I can feel like that, right? So I am noticing disappointment directed at myself in my general energetic field. So that's better, right? Because I can see the disappointment. I am not the disappointment. Because when you are the disappointment, it's like, you close around it. That's how you identify. And what do you do then, right? If you are the emotion is what it is. And you can't be anything other than that. Because when you are disappointed, whether it be in yourself or with others, the nature of disappointment is to be disappointed, right? You can't be other than that. But when you notice disappointment, you can see it and observe it. I'm observing a lot of disappointment in myself. I separate myself from it, and I recognize that I am not the disappointment. I am the one who is noticing the disappointment, which is a very important distinction. Yeah, part of the conversation Brian and I had last night was about how we use our words and the importance of that, because the things we think, the words we think are important, but the words we say out loud are even more important because we're thinking them, we're saying them, we're hearing them in our own voice, and those are the things that we're going to believe because we believe ourselves above all else. People believe themselves above experts and people who actually know things. So we believe ourselves. So the words we use are very important. So I thought I'm going to leave you with right now because I'm getting close to the cafe and I want to be able to get in there, sit down, and do my Twitter storm because it's the least I can do. I'm not really being as active as I would like in the local chapter of the Climate Action Network. I definitely want to be more active. Okay, no. Oh, look, it's yellow. I can stop. I can keep going. This person's going to stop. Haha. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. I am a pedestrian. Obey me. So yeah, that's it. I am very grateful. I had the chance to speak to an old friend last night. And I am very grateful for the feeling that gives me. And I'm grateful for the awareness that I am not my feelings and my thoughts. And I am grateful for my ability to conceive of that fact and not be those things and adjust my language accordingly. So I'm going to go inside and just remind you guys that even if you're in a really terrible mood, that you can always choose to have a grateful day.